Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Let us wait for some more participants to join up, and then we will start. You must be wondering why out of blue moon today I am being live with all of you. The reason behind is very simple, that Children's Day is near the corner. Children, are very special for all of us. And when it comes to parenting, then children are even more special. But as parents, sometimes we are not mindful enough to handle our kids in various situations. Many a times it happens that we are not mindful about our actions, our behavior, even about our words also, which may hinder the growth of the child. Unconsciously, unknowingly, many a times our deeds, our actions, our words, our behavior is not appropriate. So what we do, we just let the situation go, and leaving a bad impact on the children, which might not hamper their growth. So dear parents, today's session will be for say about half an hour, and we are going to interact with each other, trying to solve many problems. I'll try my level best to give you a roadmap so that we land up as better parents. A great parent is not the one who gives the most money. We need to understand. Not the one who gives the most valuable gifts. Not even the one who will give you a beautiful house to live in. Then what is a great parent? A great parent is someone who gives attention. Attention to whom? Attention to children. Children in the house. To be a great parent, you need to be present with your child. You don't need to give presents. You don't need to give expensive presents to your children. You need to be present with them. That is all what a child needs, what a child wants. And most of us, what we do, because of our busy schedule, because of our other engagements, we buy expensive gifts, or if not expensive, then we buy gifts for the children on a regular basis so as to bridge that gap that was created by us. Somewhere we are trying to please ourselves only. Somewhere we are trying to give answer to ourselves by giving those gifts to our children, that I have done my best. But tell me one thing. Have you really done your best? Have you been pampered and have you been grown up like this only by your parents? I'm sure the answer will be no. What the kids want, the children, they want your attention. They want you to notice them, to be loved, to be valued, to be wanted. Many a times we are sitting doing our work. A child maybe created a beautiful piece of drawing or has created something else, comes to you, show you the beautiful creation by him or her. And what is your reaction? Your reaction is most of the time you ignore or you don't pay attention. Have you ever thought of it that how much time it is going to take? It is going to take just few minutes, just a few minutes of yours. Can't you give that much of time to your child? And most of the situations, we really don't give that much of attention to our child. Now ask yourself, are you worthy being parent then? If you cannot give this much of attention, if you cannot say a few words of appreciation, or even you people don't have this much of time also being parents, we sometimes do such a mistake, big mistake, that you don't even tell your child that, dear child, or dear so and so, right now mama is busy, can we get back to you after 5 minutes? Sometimes if you have gone back also, then what do? You do not listen to them. And that situation, this situation, you don't know what are the repercussions of this situation. The children, they start believing that they are not worthy enough, that their work is not being appreciated by the most wanted person in the life. So that means they are not worthy. Do we want such kind of a feeling to happen? Do we want to inculcate such kind of a hidden feeling in children? I'm sure your answer will be no again. Parents, you need to lead by examples, not by what you say, but by what you do. Your actions, they speak louder than your words. Sometimes when you are angry with your children, sometimes the situation go out of control. During this time, when you are under the influence of a higher emotion, at that time it is very important that we should not overreact. Sometimes we overreact, and that might create a lot of hindrance in the growth of the child. Kids will never pay attention to what you say to them, I repeat, my dear parents, but they will always pay attention to your actions, what you are doing. Here it becomes very, very important to understand what is parenting. This word parenting is the most misunderstood word. Most misunderstood. And why it is misunderstood is because parenting is considered, we as parents, we consider this word as a very authoritative kind of a word. So when we become parent, this kind of general statement is there in our mind that now we are going to control our children. Now we are going to make them our puppets. So whatever we will say, they are going to do that only. Parenting is not about telling, guiding your children or giving them instruction and they have to follow them. They're not your servants. They're not your servants. So what is parenting then? Parenting is the acquisition of skills, art, some of the techniques by which you should bring out the best from your child. Every child is unique. Every child is a unique creation of God. And thankfully, we must thank God that we are parents. There are many, many, many people who are there in this world who are hoping to become parents, but they are not having children. So we should be very thankful to God that we are parents, and God has given us this talent, this position that we can nurture, we can bring out the best from the children. So today I will be discussing many points, but let's start with the first thing that is more important, and that is parenting. Where does it happen? It happens in your house, in a sweet home. A house, a home where parents and their children, they live together, is a unit. Now, if you say parenting is done by a single person, so that means you are wrong. Parenting cannot be done by a single person. It is always an organization. It is always a unit. It is always a unit. It is a collective collaboration of your deeds, your actions, your behavior, and whatever you do with your child. So three things are going to be very important in this field. First is the environment at home. When I say environment, you need to understand that importance the things which are given importance, like what is considered to be done as good, what is considered to be done as bad, what is the value system of the family, of the house, what kind of religion do you follow, and what are the various ways of following that religion, what are the social connections, what are the social connections, how much you are socially connected with people, with the relatives, with the neighbor. It is going to bring a big change in your child's life. The future of the child, how he is going to behave socially, emotionally, and how he is going to be intellectual when it comes to social skill, depend upon the environment that you give to your child at home. So it is said that charity begins at home. First of all, you have to make your circle right. When I say making your circle right, is what kind of environment are you providing to your child? Is it good? Does it focus on only money, that earning money and spending on valuable things, or talking about brands and cars and luxurious thing is the only value system in your house? Or the people in the house, there are something else that they do. They talk about religion, they talk about values, they talk about helping others, they talk about something else which is going to add value in children's life. So it is very important what kind of environment are you providing. A second thing, when I come about, the second thing is about people in house. How many people, what kind of people? Now you will say that in this present scenario, very maximum families are nuclear families. You will say, ma'am, the joint family system is obsolete now. Now nuclear families are there, and both the parents are working, mom and dad, both of them, to go to job, and the kid is left alone at home. Most of the time the kid is spending with himself or herself only. Or if you provide a help at home, then the kid is being taken care by the help. So the people in the family, so at present, the maid, the servant, or the help that you have kept for your child is also going to take care of his future. Mind it, parents, it is very important. Your child is spending enough number of time with that person itself, and whatever values that person is going to give is going to go long way in his life. So it becomes very important that what kind of people are there, even they are neighbors, your friends. Even if in a nuclear family, you must be having friends, you must be having neighbors, you must be going to parties, you must be going to planning some picnics or something like that. Mind it that every action of yours and every person involved in your life is going to affect your child. If there is a joint family and there is a competition spirit amongst the people in the family, one family itself, they are jealous of each other. There is a lot of competition going on, backbiting is going on. Then a child surely is going to develop an incompatibility towards social norms. The child will start thinking that probably the society is like this only. मेरे घर में ही ऐसा माहौल है तो शायद दुनिया ऐसी ही होती होगी, which is not good. And on the other hand, if there is a lot of harmony in the family, people talk to each other, they sit together and take a collective decision, they go to religious places together, events are organized at home, and value system is good, people are in a habit of eating together, spending time together, having fun together, then this kind of social compatibility will be more. The child will feel good that I belong to a society where people generally are good. Outside the world is also like this. So my dear friends, once again, it becomes very important for all of us to understand that you have to make your circle right. Charity, again, begins at home. Whatever you will tell your child to do, the child will never do it. Mind it, children never listen to what you say them. Children always agree to what you do yourself. And same goes true with the family members. Third and the most important aspect that is very important in a child's future is what is the major activity done at home. Now, when I say major activity done at home, now if it is a joint family, if there are so many members, or even if it is a nuclear family, if the parents have a ritual, they get up early in the morning, they go for morning walks or exercise, they do exercise, or there are old people in the family, they get up early in the morning, go to Gurdwara, Mandir, or religious places, they start their day with the worship of God. Or if the parents are avid readers, they read, reading is given importance in the family. Or music, literature, there is an inclination towards music, literature in the family. If the child has seen their mom, dad, and the parents and the other family members as workaholic, that they work and then they earn the living, they have never seen their parents sitting idle, or just sitting in front of a TV and just switching on and off the TV channels. Good kind of very good, there are 100% chances are there that your child will land up into a better individual. These children, they grow up as a better responsible individuals with a bright future, because they have seen such kind of thing. You don't have to do something else to inculcate these kind of habits, these kind of skills in them. It is already there, and you won't realize when it had happened. It will be from the beginning itself. The child must have seen such kind of habits and have inculcated those kind of habits in themselves. So major activity is very important. And on the other hand, if the major activity of in the house is watching television, everybody is glued to the television screens, everybody is watching something or the other, nobody is talking to themselves nowadays. I'm very sorry to say, and you all will agree with me, that these days you must have seen how many bedrooms are there, that many screens are there, and that many loneliness is there. What are we inculcating? We are inculcating that staying alone is important. We are inculcating that अपनी दुनिया में मस्त रहना और किसी से बात नहीं करना, शायद यही अच्छी चीज है. So when these children they grow up, जब यही बच्चे बड़े होते हैं, इनको अकेलेपन की आदत पड़ जाती है, and रिश्तों में दूरियां आती हैं. These children when they get married, they will never be compatible with their companions. उनकी कभी किसी के साथ बनेगी ही नहीं. और इसकी वजह क्या थी कि शुरू से उसको टीवी व्यूइंग से, स्क्रीन व्यूइंग से इतना लगाव हो गया कि उसको अकेले रहने की आदत पड़ गई. And then at that moment of time, if you will tell your child that तू तो ऐसा ही है, तेरी गलती है, तो my dear parents, finger should be pointed towards you. ये बात उसको ऐसा बनाने में आपका सबसे बड़ा हाथ है, बच्चे का नहीं. So it is very important that major activity at home should be something that you want your child to become in future, rather than something that you don't want. हम कोई भी नहीं चाहते, none of us. I'm sure if I'll ask you this question, you can write it in the chat box and tell me how many of you want child to stay alone? Tell me how many of you want that your child should go in the wrong direction? कितने जने आप चाहते हो कि आपका बच्चा इमोशनली अनस्टेबल हो जाए, कंपैटिबल ही ना हो, आगे जाके रिश्तों में दूरियां आए और वो बच्चा कभी भी रिश्तों को निभा ही ना पाए? How many of you want? I am sure all of you will say कि हम ऐसा नहीं चाहते, फिर भी हम ऐसा करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं? पूछिए अपने आप से, why do we do it? Just because of this reason that we are not mindful enough. हम समझ ही नहीं पाते, हम उन सिचुएशंस को संभाल ही नहीं पाते, हम उन चीजों के बारे में गौर कर ही नहीं पाते. उस मोमेंट के लिए हमें लगता है कि हम ठीक कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आपको ये पता ही नहीं चलता कि आगे जाके आने वाले 5, 10, 15, 20 साल के लिए आप बच्चे को कितना बड़ा हार्म कर रहे हो. We don't know. वही पुरानी ट्रेडिशनल टेक्निक्स, स्किल्स, जैसे हमारे मॉम डैड ने हमें पाला, हम भी अपने बच्चों को वैसे ही पाल रहे हैं। अब बताइए मुझे, डॉक्टर जो एक प्रोफेशन है, वो हमारे टाइम में और आज के टाइम में फर्क आया कि नहीं? टेक्नोलॉजी, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट, नोकिया फोन से लेके एप्पल, टेक्नोलॉजी में चेंज आया कि नहीं? Some of the professions which we have never thought about, like this nail artist, makeup artists, there are various things, fashion designing, everything has undergone a tremendous change, upgraded everything. Now I ask you a question, have you ever been upgraded for parenting? या हमारे वही पेरेंटिंग स्टाइल्स चल रहे हैं, जैसे हमारे दादा दादी ने हमें पाला, जैसे हमारे मॉम डैड ने हमें पाला, अब हम भी वही टेक्निक। बच्चे तो हमें अपग्रेडेड चाहिए, बट पेरेंटिंग स्किल्स हमारी वही आउटडेटेड है। तो मुझे बताइए, ये गैप को ब्रिज कैसे किया जाएगा? हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू ब्रिज दैट गैप? टेल मी एज पेरेंट्स, हैव यू एवर अटेंडेड एनी वर्कशॉप, एनी सेशन, anything that will add on to your parenting skills? I'm sure most of your answers will be no. I was also sailing in the same boat few years back. And I feel blessed that I've been associated with such a big organization which is doing a lot in this field, parenting, which is just an ignored field. And don't you think that it is so important to upgrade ourselves? आपका मोबाइल फोन भी 15-20 दिन के बाद कहता है अपग्रेड, 15-20 दिन के बाद ही कहता है अपग्रेड, और आप फटाफट अपग्रेड करते हो। So what about parenting skills? What about parenting techniques? We have no grounds, and I feel sorry that there are very less people who are working in this field. So don't you think it is important? I think it is very important, as children are going to be country's future. It is going to be our next generation, and all of us wholly, solely, we want. Why are we earning? If I ask you this question, why are we earning? The only answer that most of you will give will be, we want to have a better future for our children. So when it comes to parenting, we do not invest in parenting. What are we earning for then? आप सिर्फ अपने बच्चों के लिए पैसा जमा करके जाओगे बस? उनको पैसा खर्च करने का तरीका, खुद से कैसे पैसे अर्न करने हैं, इसका तरीका कौन सिखाएगा? अगर आपका मेन मोटिव बच्चों के लिए यही है, बैंक में पैसा डाला जाए, इससे बच्चों की जिंदगी सिक्योर हो जाएगी, तो आई एम वेरी सॉरी टू से, पेरेंट्स, डियर पेरेंट्स, यू आर डूइंग हार्म टू योर चिल्ड्रन, यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनी गुड। आप अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं, जबकि आप एक गलत काम कर रहे हैं। You are making your children handicapped. You're making your children handicapped by just giving them all the means that are required to have a better living. But they will forget how to earn their own earnings. So, my dear friends, I extend a helping hand to all of you. And I, in this journey of parenting, which is so blissful, am with you, for the betterment of our generation, our future. I want all of you to join hands and be united. Be there with me. Here I'm going to disclose something that is very important. I am going to take a webinar that is specially designed for the parents on Children's Day. That falls tomorrow, 14th of November. Please mark the dates. 14th of November, I am going to take a webinar at 11 a.m. sharp. It is going to be 1 hour of webinar where all of you are invited. It is going to be free of cost. Free of cost. You have to register yourself. The link will be shared very soon to all of you. It is a free webinar on renewing your parenting skills and learning mindfulness in parenting. I repeat the dates. It is on 14th of November. We will meet sharp at 11 o'clock, and do not miss this. Do not miss this. Let's bring a change in the society by bringing a change in our parenting styles. So, my dear friends, see you tomorrow. I want maximum number of participants and maximum number of parents to be a part of this webinar. It is going to be absolutely free of cost, where I'll be nurturing and giving you answers for most of the questions. So see you, friends. Bye-bye. All the best and see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Till then, happy parenting.